The gentleman yields back. The gentleman from Missouri, Mr. Cleaver, who is also the chair of the Subcommittee on Housing, Community Development, and Insurance, is now recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think the title for this committee hearing, or at least the subtitle, Thoughts and Prayers Are Not Enough, which I agree with politically and theologically. You know, Moses had guided the children of Israel, Hebrews, today's Jewish people, to the banks of the Red Sea. And he stood there praying, 14:15 of Exodus, praying. And God says to Moses, shut up, stop praying, and start moving. And I did something last week that I don't feel good about, but I just couldn't do it anymore. When we were asked to stand for thoughts and prayers in the chamber after another killing, I went outside and I did my own prayers as I do every evening at my apartment. I think it's important for everybody to understand that I don't know how this explosion of people trying to defund the police has become, so much of a position that I'm not sure is healthy. I've not said it. I don't think anybody here has ever said it. I've heard it from 3 or 4 people. It doesn't make sense, so I don't embrace it. Mr. Ingram, thank you so much. I saw the news report on your work, and thank you very much for what you're doing in your community. Mayor Brown, thank you for being here. I'm a former mayor. You're on center stage of the American drama as a mayor. I grew up in public housing, and I got into it with somebody. We were fighting. So he picked up a brick and threw it and hit me. If you were up close, you could see I grew a mustache to hide the stitches. I had 15. And I've said this to my own children, that if that had happened today, Will wouldn't have hit me with a brick. He would have shot me. And instead of me, going to the hospital and coming back and becoming friends, we weren't in it. I didn't shoot him or anything else. I don't even think I had ever seen a gun, a real live gun, when this happened to me at 14 and 15. Do you think, Mayor, that Buffalo would be in a better position if your police department didn't have to deal with the fact that just about everybody they stop is armed, and everybody they go to deal with that are messing up the businesses, they're armed?
Congressman Cleaver, there are too many guns on the streets of communities all across the country. In Buffalo, our police have had to deal with too many illegal weapons on the streets. And responding to Ranking Member Emmer, we did not defund police in the city of Buffalo. In fact, I have increased the budget for the police department. With the mass shooting in Buffalo at the Tops supermarket, our police responded within 1 minute of the 911 call going out. And if not for the quick response of police and fire, many more lives would have been lost in our community. Police were able to convince the shooter in Buffalo to turn himself in and not go back into the store, not go down the street, and they were outgunned by this individual who had an assault rifle. The individual was wearing military-grade body armor. He was encountered in the store by a security guard who was a retired 30-year police officer of the Buffalo Police Department who got off 11 shots. But because of the military-grade body armor, they had no effect on this individual, and he was able to kill the security guard in the store. But if that security officer had not engaged this white supremacist shooter, his stated intent in a manifesto that he left would have been to kill many more people in the community. So yes, our police are engaged.
Expired. The gentleman from South Carolina.